Hi Gemini, welcome to Rena Reads Tarot. My name is Sharena, and today what we're going to talk about is what is on your mind. What have you been thinking a lot about as of recently, or what do you need to reflect on within the next few days that could be important to you? Alright, so I'm opening up your spread with one of my homemade oracle decks, so go ahead and give me a summary of what has been on your mind. What do you need to think about? What do you need to think over? Let's just see what message do we have for you. Okay, I was going to say, as I'm shuffling for your card, I did get a message that I wanted to share with you. I'm gonna be honest, Gemini, you might find yourself having to repeat several things over. Like, I don't know if you have to repeat yourself or what it is that you're communicating with somebody. I don't know if somebody can't hear you, if somebody don't comprehend what you're saying, or they just simply don't understand. So you might have to repeat yourself, or you may find yourself doing repetitive things, like you have to do a certain task over again, or such. And the reason that I say that, the reason how I got this intuitive message for you is because this is literally my third time trying to record you all's message. And then every time I try to either upload it or, make sure that everything was right before I, made it available to you, to watch, it was just always a mishap. So I always had to keep redoing your message. So for me, that's telling me, I don't know, Gemini, maybe something in your life or somewhere in your life, some aspect, you feel like you have to keep repeating yourself, okay, or repeating the things that you're doing. Now, the card that actually came out for you is sweet and cool, but it won't last long. Okay, because if you leave ice cream out, what it's going to do? It's going to melt eventually, right? It's sweet and cool now, but once it melts, it's going to be sticky, it's going to be runny, it's going to be not as great to enjoy, right? So there's a situation in your life that's pretty much like melted ice cream, or it eventually will become like melted ice cream because it's cool right now, but eventually later on, it's not going to slide, you're not going to be okay with it, or it's just not going to be what it used to be. Okay, so let me go ahead and get some tarot cards out to see exactly what this could be for you. Is that why maybe you're trying to do things repetitively, because maybe you're trying to maintain this coolness, so to speak, or maintain whatever it is that feels sweet, that feels fun, that feels pleasurable, but over time you kind of know eventually it's going to die down, or the excitement, the passion, the thrill is going to be gone. And I don't know if you're trying to repeat the circumstances to where this coolness can be maintained. I don't know. I just feel like if things are not what they used to be, just accept the situation for what it is and let things be as they be. And if, things separate or melt away, let it. Okay, but anyway, what situation is this for Gemini? That's way too many cards. I really didn't see what it was. I just saw it was way too many. Okay, so we have Temperance. Okay, can I get one more card, please? That was way too many. Some of you literally could be dealing with a Sagittarius, your opposite energy, or maybe you are feeling outside of yourself right now, or outside of your comfort zone. Okay, what else we got? And then we have the Hangman. Okay, so two majors to summarize your spread. So this tells me that this is a very significant situation or a very important aspect of your life right now, wherever this message is applying to you. But with the Temperance coming out, this talks about alleviation. So this is a situation where you expected to relieve some sort of suffering or pain or hardship that you've been experiencing, or you expect this to help make up for some sort of deficiency in your life, to kind of bridge the gap in some way, or at least this is what you expect this cool thing to do. And it may do that at first. It may alleviate something. It may relieve some pain. It may make a hard situation easier to deal with for now. But who's to say that you're going to be able to keep doing it this way forever? I don't think so. I feel like this is a situation where it's going to help right now, but it's not intended to help forever. I feel like this is a situation where you may have to help yourself eventually, because I feel like with this Hangman here, he's the one who's tied himself up, so he's going to have to be the one who releases himself and untie himself from that pole, right? Are some of you all sex workers? Or some of you trying to stop dancing? That was the first thing that popped up in my mind. So I don't know, maybe that could be a message for somebody. But anyway, another thing with the Temperance here, this talks about you needed to exercise some sort of caution, okay? Because usually whenever the Temperance come out, that tells us, hey, maybe let's slow down. Let's take a minute to, take a break, heal ourselves, restore our strength, And then whenever we feel like we can get back on our feet and try again or keep moving forward, then we will do so. But for right now, let me just take a minute and pause. So with the temperance, bring in the message of exercising caution. It's the same, watch yourself before you break yourself. Don't push yourself too far. Don't push yourself too hard, or don't push someone else too far either. Or for some of you, I just heard, don't milk somebody. Okay, don't milk somebody out of their resources, or out of their love, or out of their compassion, or out of their extension of help for you. Okay, let them help you, but once that help run out, try to help yourself. Okay, because this talks about creating healthier habits. Okay, so whether that be routine, health habits, the way that you think or communicate, just anything like that. This is about, becoming better. Okay, so whatever situation, it might be cool now, but if you let the situation go on, you're not going to get better. You're not going to improve. Okay, the struggles that you deal with are only going to continue to grow. Okay, so try to slow down and practice caution at this time, and maybe even moderation with something. Now we also have the hangman. So this is your suggested action at this time, whatever it is that you're dealing with. The hangman talks about you reconsidering something, with the likely chance of you changing your mind from your initial choice or your initial conclusion, right? So you're like, okay, wait a minute, let me get a different perspective. Let me look at a situation from a different angle, and let me see what I didn't see, and maybe that'll possibly change my mind about something, right? So I don't know. Maybe it's asking you to change your mind about this situation that you think is cool, but it's not going to be cool. It's asking for you to see how this could eventually hurt you more than it would help you. Also, what this is giving me too is what's that famous saying that sometimes too much of a good thing could be bad. Okay, I'm seeing that for you. Sometimes too much of a good thing could be bad. Example with the ice cream again. You eat too much ice cream, you can get a tummy ache, or especially if you're lactose intolerant, you're gonna be in the bathroom for a few, couple months. So stuff like that, you may want to reconsider what, it may help, or it may be cool, but it might hurt me if I keep letting this go on. Okay, so that could be that could apply to any situation in your life. You'll have to be the one to determine what that is. So what the hangman is asking for you to do is to give up some sort of control, and again, to accept the situation for what you realize it to be. Not for what you want it to be, for what you realize that what it is and what it could turn up into. Okay? So, really try to just let situations happen as they happen, and make your conclusions based on your truth and what you see, and then move accordingly. Okay? And a part of that may involve you having to give up some sort of control, and maybe even make a sacrifice. But is it really a sacrifice if it's going to help you? Or is it just something that you just got to deal with if you want to improve? Now, this is about if you want to see your situation get better. If you're fine with letting your situation, get deeper in the dirt, well then, hey, continue to do you. But if you want to see your situation become better, you want to feel better, you want to be in a better circumstance, you might have to make some sacrifices, okay? And then the other thing with the hangman, this is about you taking a genuine moment to just pause and to genuinely reflect. Okay, what are you feeling? What are you feeling guided to do? What is your end goal? What destination do you see yourself going in, or direction? Okay, what is it that you want for yourself versus what it is that you are being presented with at this time? Is it aligned? If not, what changes do you feel you need to make? Just ask yourself these certain questions. Try to, dig into your psyche a bit and see how things are wired up in there. And if you need to do some rewiring, maybe you need to make that time to do that. Okay, because however we feel and think on the inside is going to reflect to us on the outside. That's just how it works. Okay, it's just how it works. So take that time to really give yourself to reflect, to cry, to get angry, to release whatever intense emotions that you're feeling, so that it can help alleviate you, relieve some sort of burden off you, so that you can know how to move forward after you gain that clarity from that release. Okay, so be expecting to change your mind about something or about someone or some aspect of your life, okay? And allow yourself to be vulnerable to what happened next, okay? Don't try to control the next outcome or don't try to control how the person or people perceive you or how they feel about you. Just let the situation be and then move accordingly, okay? Just let it happen how it's going to happen. All right, what are some other okay, so this message just came out. I tried to reach for this deck. For some of you, you need to learn how to trust, learn how to be open, learn how to be receptive to divine will. However circumstances line up for you, just trust that it's working in your favor and not against you. Good things come to those who patiently wait. That was another one that had fell out, so I'll go ahead and leave that out there. All right, for some of you, I'm still going with this ice cream metaphor, I guess. Some of you, I just heard you need to put the ice cream back in the freezer. So what that's telling me is that along with this, good things come to those who patiently wait. Yeah, it'd be cool for you. Yeah, it'd be fun. But maybe this is something that needs to be experienced at a later time. Maybe you need to just put a pause on this at this time and then restart it at a later period. Okay? And trust that that would be the better time for you to experience that thing that you believe to be a cool situation, whatever this ice cream is for you. Okay. However, someone is thinking about you, so this could apply to a relationship. Maybe some of you are putting a relationship on hold. Okay. Maybe, yeah, definitely, because we had charming and romantic at the bottom. However, it was in the reverse when I saw it. So for me, this is saying this is unavailable right now, or this is not the best time to pursue that, because there are other things that are taking precedence in a person's life right now, taking the forefront. Why is all my cards falling on the floor? Okay, and then the other card, once I can flip it over, yeah, it says this is a lesson from the past. Okay, and I feel like that's why it's important for you to take a moment to reflect, to figure out what it is that we learned. What you learned, Gemini. Okay, because whatever lesson you learned in the past, you can apply that wisdom right now so that your future could be a lot better than what you experienced, than what you came from. Okay, and it has something to do about genuine love. And love is not just an emotion, but it's an action. So the things that you do out of love. Okay, and then for some of you, you're no longer interested and you're ready to move on because you're ready to release old memories. Okay. So one last actually, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it off there, and I'm gonna roll the dice for your extension. So what are we going to talk about in Gemini's part 2? Your money and your career. All right. So you can watch the rest of this reading on my website. The link is going to be linked down below in the description box. And it's going to take you directly to that post, and you can watch for free. And again, we're going to be talking about your money and your career and just anything regarding your finances. So what financial message do we have for all Geminis right now? Okay, balance your career and work, or balance your career or your work or your job with your personal life. Okay. So for some of you, this is what you're looking for. This is what you're trying to pursue, trying to make sure that, yeah, you have your responsibilities taken care of at work. You know, you're doing all what you could do over there, you know, rising on the career ladder over there, but at the same time, making sure that your personal life is in order as well, making sure that your family's good, that you get to do whatever you want to do with your personal time and your own leisure and relaxation, just making sure that you can come and bridge that gap between the two. So this is something that's currently in pursuit. Okay, and for some of you, you may need to just take a vacation, take a break. Okay, get out of the routine for a second and live life. Go do the things that you're working so hard for. All right. So if this is a message for you, Gemini, you feel free to go ahead and look at the link down below. Or if you would just like to go ahead and book a personal reading with me, you could do so with my services on my website at amu.com. Feel free to join me on Patreon and at TikTok for other content as well. If you join me on Patreon and you still decide that you want to book a personal reading with me, you'll get that reading at a good discount. All right. So that is all that I have for you at the moment, Gemini. I hope to talk to you again soon. And until then, next time, bye.